Italy, land of my heart. We're going to head into the wine shop. I'm not looking at wine today, pardon me, but we are going to see if they have any chocolates left, because they've been running out of all of the stuff you would be importing. So let's see. They have aprons, and well, I love limoncello. I love that. I like the limoncello ears. Hello, the limoncello. So it's la cucina Italia. Amore al primo morso. So sadness. I found out that the soulful art exhibit that they have here is still here, and they're having a private event tonight and it's closed. I was so excited when I saw the sign. I went, oh my God, I do get to see it. Because I missed it here, I thought, and then I missed it at Disneyland, and I thought, well, I'm never going to get to, and I had a chance. Oh well, next time. Okay, well, here we go. I'm seeing it get overcast again. I know I think they said about 9:30 they were expecting rain again. What is this one? This is the one, yeah, I can't do this right now. Sorry. This is the America's Pavilion, and they have, I'm not even sure if it's safe, but they have a hot beef sandwich that I think if I took the meat off of the bread, I might have been able to have, but I wasn't positive. No way to know. But we're going to make our way over to the end here, see if there's anything we can do toward the end of the day. Something interesting before we head out. Oh, I did want to go back into the shop in Japan, and again, see if they have dishes. I doubt it. Because if Italy didn't have the chocolate, I'm assuming these didn't have the dishes. So we'll take a look and see. Okay, so got a message from the person who was driving me back to the airport, the service that I got, which is Donovan Limousine, by the way, and their service has been impeccable. While we had originally said somewhere between 8:30 and 9, I'm looking at the skies and I can see the storm headed this way. And he just texted and said he's going to be there at 8:30 and the weather's going to deteriorate pretty fast, so I need to try to be there closer to that point, just so we get me safely to the airport. Yeah, I could technically squeeze in, try to grab the grease cheese on the way out or something, but I think we're just going to slowly, where are we? 7:32, well, I have an hour. Let's see if we can end on cheesy greasy cheese. You know what I mean. Airliners are still technically running at this moment, but they are not taking any more people. They're just running it to get the people that are kind of in and off, but they already have a board outside in the park that says they're not running. As of right now, the friendship boats might be docked. Yeah, the friendship boats are docked as well. That's that lightning. This is walking in buses. Whee! Woo! Yep. Lightning 10 miles away and it all shuts down. And you know what? That's okay, because I don't think any of us would want to get hit. So yeah, nobody's allowed in the Skyliner. They're all just emptying. That's it. Getting people to their home base. Watching everyone heading out of the parks with me. Big bada boom. I lost the fuzzy thing on top of you somewhere. I'm hoping that it is still in my bag, like I took it in and out or something. I'm afraid it's not. But yeah. So you're going to hear the wind. I'm going to have to order another one of those really soon. None of the boats are running. They are all docked for the storm. They may be done for the day. Oh, felt my first drop of wet. Yep. So for your sake, we go. Oh, this is the Beach Club Marketplace. It's very different than when we were here during the COVID times. Like, if I remember correctly. Oh, maybe that was Yacht Club? But I don't remember all the food being way over here. I did come in to look at stuff during the Dapper Days Festival. But this is like way open. Way open, like they don't have a lot of stuff open, kind of odd. Over in the corner here, you've got your home goods. The Disney Mickey head on home goods stuff, including some corksicles and some wine, some other mugs and cups and all. This is why I left the park early. We just saw a few little drips and drabs, but the sky is now opening. We will wait here until my car comes to take me back home. Driver is about 7 minutes out, and I will head outside in just a moment. It is deluging, as I showed you just a moment ago. But this is the end of our time on Disney property. We're getting ready to leave the Disney bubble, go back to the airport, and head on home. It's a great day. Met some lovely chats with people. I mean, things I didn't film because, you're having a kind of a private chat with them and they don't ask, they haven't given permission. They don't know what to do. So there was a couple of young ladies who came in for the weekend to do basically what I was doing one day at each park. Was eating everything they possibly could today at Epcot, and they were doing Hollywood Studios tomorrow. And had a lovely chat with a cast member, Leah, over in the World Discovery Pavilion, cast compliment. And I did cast compliment her on the app. There is a way to do that. Man, just awesome. Just an awesome trip. Great people. Lovely day. Little bits of magic. At one point I was chatting with the one cast member, and she was like, so what did you like most? I said, well, I like, this particular item most, and she said, okay, but this one actually came cold. She went, I'll be right back, and walked away and came back with a fresh one for me. I mean, and it was better when it was hot. I will tell you that for sure. The item was definitely better when it was fresh. But I'm really glad I'm not lugging around luggage. I'm really glad that I'm going to have that specialty place to get dropped off and picked up. This was the way to go for this trip, to make it just peaceful and pleasant and speedy. It is 8:25 now, so it's about 2.5 hours before my flight. So we will be looking at enjoying that. I'm going to drink some water because I have a lot of it and I spent money on it. So I'm going to finish this. He's going to be here in a moment, and I will talk to you soon, okay? I like that, how the Grand Floridian has that very fancy kind of Victorian car, that this is the one that's at Beach Club. Appropriate for the time. Got an awesome looking vehicle. Dad would have sat in the front with no back, and the kids would have sat in the back. I know there's rain, so I'm not going to go any farther. But it's really neat. People are huddled a little more than they normally would be just because of all the rain. But he should be here any minute now. And oh man, it's crazy big, crazy rain out there. I don't know if you can see it. Wet. Nuts. Warm. It's still like 79 degrees. This is the last time we're outside. My flight has been delayed. It is now not leaving at 10:55, but leaving at 10:21, which is about right because I left about that amount late in the morning. So I guess I'm going to be in Orlando for the same amount of time as I planned. Would have been nice to have done it in the park, but I'll settle for what I got. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go inside. Probably going to be masked for most of the rest of this. Just safety's sake and all that stuff, because I've been around a lot of strangers and I'm going to be closer to strangers. We've been around a lot of strangers, and trust me, after watching what little kids do, and I'm going to wipe my snot everywhere, and then I'm going to touch my face, and then I'm going to touch your face, and then I'm going to touch everything else around. Okay, on that note, I am head inside, go through, probably drink my water. I've got water with me that I'm not going to be able to take in. So we'll do that. Sit down for a minute and do that because I'm not rushing. See if there's anything out here. I think the store, Disney's closed because it's after 9 o'clock. So pretty much everything is going to be closed, including the food places. The only place that might still be open is the Hudson News. I am keeping, at this point, I'm still distant from most people. So I'm going to find a seat here, drink my water, and then we'll head on inside, take the last monorail ride of the trip home. It was awesome. This was really fun. The other thing I'm going to do while I'm sitting here, besides drinking my water, is change out my damn shoes and rearrange stuff so that I have kind of the comfortable right things on. So, water. I got that much to drink. And since I paid for it, I'd like to drink it. I don't know if you can hear that, but you can hear the thunder in this airport. It's loud. It's very loud. So these shoes served me well today. They're still damp, and because I tend to get cold on planes anyway, I'd like to keep my feet warm and dry. You know, I'm curious to figure out how much of my stuff I used. I didn't use the Dramamine because I didn't do that ride. Oops, that's the other thing I want to do. I'll do that when I get in a little closer. Black sandal. I don't know if you can see my foot. Can you see all of the black ink of the leather that came off on my foot? Yeah. Wow. The other foot didn't look like that at all, but that's, yeah, welcome to wet feet. Yeah. Okay. So it is 9:16 now. My flight is not till 11:21, so I still have 2 hours, even though I was trying to stay out and in the parks and doing stuff. But with the weather like this, Harmonious wouldn't even have gone off. They wouldn't have done it because and it's lightning and deluges, and you can't do fireworks. You know, they might have been able to do the projections and light, so like something could have happened, but I don't think I would have. I don't think I missed the show. You know what I mean? I don't think by leaving, I missed seeing Harmonious and doing whatever. I am sad that my new Magic Band didn't show up. GoPro got used. Very happy I brought it. It was nice to, and I know a lot of that footage is still going to be, it was just crazy rain sideways coming in at us, and it would have been more interesting for me to be able to film what it looked like, what we were doing, like how I was holding everything so that I could do it. And I got some, like, during the storm footage, but wow, that was nuts. What are your thoughts about this trip? What would you like to know? I know you can't ask now, but put it in the comments, and I'd love to do a follow-up with people, just to let you know what this experience was like, what flying in, flying out one-day trip is like. Now, I don't know that I'd recommend this for anybody who has to do, like, changing planes, because that would be so much, like, even if you started at 6 o'clock in the morning, you wouldn't get in till noon, and then you'd probably be leaving by 7 o'clock at the absolute latest to still get home. So, you know, I don't think that would be a valuable use of your time. Maybe flying in Friday and flying out Saturday or something to that effect, maybe. But even then, you're really minimizing the amount of time you get in the space. But if you can do a direct flight here, there's something to be said for it. It's crazy. My flight is only 2 hours and 15 minutes. So 4.5 hours of a 24-hour day, 19.5 hours, some of which you want to sleep. Still got 12, 13 hours in the park. I got in, well, not quite. I got in at 10. I landed late, and I got into the park, literally walking into the park at 10:53. And that was, getting the car service, which Ken, who was my driver with Donovan, nope, I didn't put it there, I know where I put it. Donovan Limousine was awesome. Charming gentleman, very sweet. We had a great conversation. I'm gonna do this, and hopefully you can see it. Hold on, there we go. So that's him. I'm just gonna leave that up there for a minute. He was terrific. Absolutely terrific. Great service. That car you see, that's the car they use. Heated seats, comfortable. He brought water for me both ways. If I'd wanted it, I didn't need it for the return flight, but I did get it when I landed eventually. The little water bottles. Great service. Where they pick you up is when you walk out of baggage claim. You don't have to go down an elevator. There's this like little. No, I'm sorry. We did go down the elevator to this, but it was a special area where we got to go. Like, we didn't have to go into. We didn't have to go like out to the Uber area or go all the way to the parking lot or something. It was like a space that was for these service cars to pick up, and that was awesome. We were in and out of, like, I got off my plane, took the monorail, from the moment I got off that monorail to getting to him and getting into the vehicle driving away, 3 minutes, maybe not even that. It was just like shoom, boom, boom, and we're on our way. Awesome. Charming gentleman, great service, and he's good at talking with you if you want to talk. He's good at being the quiet driver if you want quiet. He's really recommend the service. It's not cheap, but at least he worked with me a little bit, given my situation. And yeah, it was worth it. It was good quality. It was good quality. And if you have the ability to do that, now granted, again, that was me. Then the reason he was able to work with me was just me, no luggage. Literally, like I said, we just walked. We weren't waiting for bags. We weren't doing anything. He was dropping me off and picking me up, and we were done. So, I'm not sure what else to say. I'm just going to drink my water, I think. It is 9:30. I still have 2 hours pretty much before my flight. Yeah. How the Disney people are sorting their stuff. I did end up buying something as a gift for a friend. I called her and said, may I buy you this? And she's like, what? I said, you know where I am? She's like, yes. I went, can I buy you something? And she's like, fine. So I have something for her. Because that is Thunder. Thor, Marvel. We're still in the Disney movie. All right, so I'm going to put you guys away for a little bit. We'll probably talk more when we get at the gate. So this is the last of the 50th stuff. They're slowly starting to move it off. I don't know if you can look and all the sparkles. Pinocchio, Mr. Frozone, Daisy, Dumbo, Donald, Minnie, Orange Bird, Coco, Tinkerbell. Actually, it's Miguel. Hua, Timon, Dory Fish, Cheshire Cat, more Daisy, Krishnazio again, Pluto, Lumiere. Oh, you know what? Oh, Madame Leota, so maybe not. Never mind. Before I say something, that's not correct. Oh, Small World Face. Toy Story. Nemo. This is really cool. And then they change off. Oh, and they've got the Animal Kingdom logo. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. That's our ride. The last ride of the trip. One of 3 we took. One there, one here, and this one back, and one ride in the park. So, let's take one more ride, shall we? Arriving. Now I'm going home. Goodbye, people who are going to enjoy the wonders of Orlando. So it is, just so you know, 10:18 in the evening, and it looks like people are still at Jersey Mike's eating. Wow, that's surprising. And it looks like the pizza place, Sbarro's, looks like they've got people. Chipotle's looks like they're just cleaning up, but the Jersey Mike's is actually feeding people. That's awesome. Oh wow, even the Hudson News is closed. It's never been closed for this. Wow. Which means no water, no anything else. Oh, I wonder if that market up there is open. We'll take a look because it's right by my gate. Just to get a bottle of water or something, just in case, you know. The flight was delayed. It was supposed to be 10:55. It was delayed till 11:21. It's now been pushed back to 11:41, which means now we're sharing a gate with another flight. So they're either moving our gate or they're moving the other flight's gate. We're not sure yet, so I may have to be getting up and walking to a different gate, which is fine. But I was wondering, I knew it looked crowded. I didn't realize that's why it's so crowded. It's funny, I've been chatting with some people through some of the Facebook groups. I'm in the Walt Disney World Adults, the Disney for Solo Travelers, and the Gluten-Free Disney group, and sharing some of the pictures from today. And they're like, oh my God, you did this all in one day? I'm like, yep. I had a day. So that's what I did. So, I have no idea if I'm going to be coherent even when I get home, although I don't have to get up first thing in the morning, thank God. So if I don't remember, let me know know, what was the thing you enjoyed watching the most on this video? Was it the food? Was it I didn't do Test Track Ride, but I did talk about the experience. Was it that bizarre rainstorm footage that we got? Was it the talking about the travel tips and the way to adjust reservations? You know, what part of this trip was what made this whole thing the most interesting for you? And I realize I'm splitting this over a couple of vlogs, so, but you may eventually see this. But you've got your dining review for the gluten-free foods, and I'm assuming I'm going to do it all in one, but I might do it in two. I'm not sure. And then all of the ride experience, the travel experience, this experience I'm literally going through right now. Let me know. I'm curious as to what's of interest to you, and if there are things you like, or if there are things you go, hey, I would really love to have seen you do this instead, or something. Well, let me know. I may or may not be able to do anything about it, but at least I can find out from you and potentially do something to make the channel even better. I don't normally mention this, but I also, if you look down below in the description of the review here, I do have a Ko-fi page, K-O-F-I, and I also have a PayPal. If you are enjoying the content, you'd like to help support me, you don't have to. It's not going to change anything. If this kind of content is helping you and it encourages you, if you throw a little bit my way, that would be awesome. It's appreciated. And hope that this content is giving you something back, and anything I get is going to go directly back into coming back here to get more content, to bring you to this information. Because I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet on YouTube, so I can't monetize there. I can't live stream directly from the parks there. There's a lot of things I can't do right now, simply because I don't have that magical 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 400 at the moment of writing this or filming this. So, one of the biggest things you could do to support me is subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, some people thought they were, and they weren't. But, if you could do that, just to get me to that number is going to help. It's going to make that magic happen. And it's going to make what I post more visible to people so that more people will be able to see it. Because I hope that what I do is entertaining and is helpful. And if it can be, that's awesome. So, there we are. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. I hope you guys have had fun with this. There's probably going to be at least some more flight footage, if nothing else, to finish out this trip. You know what time it is. It's got to come off. Check this over. So we're trying to get off the plane. But the jet bridge isn't lining up. It keeps stopping and starting, and they keep frantically making it work. I showed you some footage of them staring at the jet bridge. Lovely flight, great companion. I'm so tired. Once I get off the plane, we're going to head over to the top level, the departures level actually. And that's where Steve is going to be picking me up, and we're going to head on home. This here's clogged, hurt a lot going down the landing, you know what I meant. And yeah, I'm so tired. The plane has been touched down, waiting for this thing. I don't even have bags. I don't have bags. I just need to get off the plane. That's it. I can't do that yet. We just got off the plane. These are all the people checking into the next flights. That was not a good sound. So yeah, we're getting off the plane, and there are people that are starting up flights for the morning. We've bridged the gap. It is crazy. Oh my God, what a crazy flight home. Supposed to have left at 11, left at 1:15. Got in at 3:23. Yep, 3:38. And we sat there with that jet bridge, so crazy time. So we're just gonna wait here. Nope, that's not him. Actually, I'm gonna go up around the corner because that's where our spot is. But I made it. Backpack on my back whole day with all of the stuff we needed. It's actually comfortable out right now. I was afraid it was gonna be too cold, and it's not. It's like 60 something degrees. Yeah, this ear is totally clogged. My sinuses started draining. It's just nuts. Yeah, see, here are all these people getting ready to fly. Isn't that great? I'm so tired. My makeup looks like a mess. It's all good. It's all good. If I don't remember, please remember to like this video and hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Lets you know what all the good content is coming out, and lets me know that you like the content. Comment down below and let me know what things you'd like to see next. If there's something you want me to try at the festival, or if there's something I didn't do in Epcot or in a different park that you'd like to see me do next time. And remember to share all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. And it's 3 a.m. I don't have a tagline.
Is the wheel normally?
Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?